Hmm.
They're already down to 6 seconds, so okay, not much. Rhapsody with the second pick, so they're really sticking to this Ophelia. You know, the Rhapsody, the very team fight oriented, uh, group up together and push type of an idea, which obviously makes sense.
I mean, now they just need to pick a dual mid and have a solo carry, and then everything's fine.
So LGT is doing what we kind of expected at the same time. I mean, Andromeda, sound support. They go Rachna. Okay, interesting. You know,
Yeah,
I would have found
solo
it.
carry.
Yeah, I would have found it interesting if they went like a corrupted. Like that's we saw them go to the last series. In that
But
last
that
game
hero would,
stretch,
yeah,
but
be insane with an Ophelia simply because you just go everywhere together.
exactly, yeah, that's what I was wondering if they were going to go that complete mentality there, but they're a little bit different with that carry choice, but with the
But
Arachna.
LGT is now saying like, okay, we're gonna get a lot of vision on you with Parasite, being able to get that puzzle box and scouting out all the wards and stuff, making sure to secure the map that way, and of course Tundra just seeing all the rotations. And I know that LGT plays Tundra quite well, but you know, Tundra in a 1v1 is a pretty strong laner, but in a 2v2, for example, he falls off drastically, and in a 1v2 especially. Like, he can do decent in the suicide lane, but I just don't think he's as good as other heroes.
Yeah,
So, where they're going to put him is going to be really important because I see Haxton playing the solo Arachna in the top lane, and then a dual mid happening for Sync. And it could even be a prisoner mid, and then Tundra really is going to die, I get the feeling.
well, the final ban.
Yeah,
Sig's going to think about it here.
you see the Gauntlet ban, but I honestly would have liked to see a prisoner ban more.
Yeah, why Gauntlet over Prisoner? That is
Or
interesting.
Pebbles.
Pebbles for the matter, yeah. Pebbles is still there, right? Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Okay. Behemoth. Behemoth left for that fourth pick. Another one that maybe a little bit of a surprise left that long, but Legion team here, LGT, will pick it up as their suicide. So yeah, it's going to be that middle Tundra. Well, I guess they could interchange, but there's that Pebble, sure enough.
Uh, there's the Pebbles.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Gauntlet ban really doesn't make any sense to me. And even the Meraxis ban and Lodestone, they're banning all these initiators, but they're not banning Mickey's initiators. Meraxis, sure, but he hasn't really played Gauntlet that much, and Lodestone either.
Yeah.
Zibe usually plays the Lodestone. And I guess in that regard, it's fine, but Pebbles is just too important to not ban. Okay, so is
Clanks.
it going to be the Pharaoh?
I wouldn't put a Clanks or Pharaoh. I mean, he's good for catching Clanks. Obviously, the Mummy Wall, not necessarily greatest thing in the world, but initiative pitching not
Jeremiah.
bad. Yeah, Jeremiah really just group up in team fight push. A curse would be
Hmm.
fun to see, man. I don't think a curse
It's been
here.
a while. Drunken Master. I
Drunken.
like it versus Andro. Dodge his stun.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great pick. It's just boring. We've
This is
seen it enough,
boring.
man.
Yeah, why not a Geomancer, man?
Geomancer, yeah.
Yeah,
Something fun. Come on.
so much damage.
All right.
160 damage, level 1 of Earth's Grasp, but
Yeah. So the Clanks, though, going back to that, I can't say I'm really enthusiastic about the Clanks pick here, and especially already having the Arachna. That Spider Sting
Yeah,
so good at keeping Clanks from getting away
if he can get in
with
range.
the Hawk. If he can get a range, sure. But
But with the heroes that they have on Legion side, they're really expecting to get a lot of the map control
mm-hmm.
with Tundra. And on top of that, with all that map control, they're allowed to have Clanks free farming. And again, Behemoth just picks up the boots. It's like he's going into the lane with the thought, I'm gonna lose. It's completely true though. Like, sure, he's gonna lose versus an Arachna, but it doesn't mean he should go boots. I mean, he could go for like the Chalice build and just stand far back of the creeps. If Arachna tries to harass him, he just stuns. Chalices, stuns again for another last hit. Just, be able to contest the lane in that way, the same way Tundra can do it with piercing shards.
God, against Arachna, though, man. tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so figures he just wants to be able to have that very early roam potential instead. I think that a lot of that is honestly just kind of player preference. Like I know that that's more your style perhaps of you as a player. You like to be maybe a little more contesting in a lot of cases. But I feel like a lot of behemoths though we do see boots first.
Yeah.
And they just get striders right away and start
But
roaming. So
don't get me wrong, boots are fantastic on behemoth, especially if you're in a 1v2 situation, but in a 1v1, like, you can get that portal key that much quicker.
yeah,
And did he just screw up the block?
he definitely. Wait, okay, he was waiting, I guess. Or no, he
And
still didn't even get it. Yeah, I think he got distracted there, and
mistimed it.
now he tried to make up for it right there, but he kind of still messed it up a little bit.
Yeah. And he has another one.
Isn't it?
But he was just trying to push the one creep to the front. But especially when you block the wave like this, it's effective versus in a 1v2 situation. So I still have to kind of think that he doesn't know what he's getting into. Okay.
Oh, bottom lane. Zibe is really manning up against the Andro here, and actually, oh, but he pushed him the wrong way. He could have pushed him into Ophelia more.
Yeah, but the communication must have been a tiny bit off. And this does mean that he goes lunge first over anything else. And you already see... Kryzer is really good at that with the bird, by the way. Scouting.
Blocking and scouting, yeah.
Okay, but Sync getting complete free farm for Mick and mid.
Yeah, 2v1. He's going to have a great start, and that's obviously always dangerous.
But he's not even allowing Tundra to get close. So effectively they're winning 2 lanes right now, as well as putting pressure on the Parasite in mid. Or, I mean, the woods. And okay, Ophelia's gonna go back to his own woods. Yeah, he is still level 1, so good choice. Plus, what? Yeah.
Gonna be fine. Oh, maybe
but
not.
Parasite.
Actually. Yeah, Parasite's coming over. There's the leech stagger. Still
it shouldn't be enough. He should be able to get out.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna be fine.
The boots. You have the bird chasing him as well.
Bird doesn't do any damage though. Just kind of keeps seeing him, but that's it. Arachna got a little low at the top lane. I think that's because he was harassing Behemoth out of the tower, really. So, Haxroom playing very aggressive up here. And
as he should.
As he should, especially with the boots, yeah. And that's showing. No creep kills yet for Behemoth. Oh, we got one. There we go. Pushed up a little bit there. He's level 3, at least is Behemoth, but now he's out of regen, so that's where it gets extra scary.
And Arachna is boxing him out solo.
Yeah.
And with that added damage from precision.
Yep, it is.
Behemoth is really feeling it, and Behemoth by no means has very little health. He's quite tanky if he just gets some stats. I mean, he has 663 life without any stats added. So, you know, you'd expect him to be pretty tanky if he got a buckler mid lane.
Yep, middle lane going down. Bloodlust kill for Mickey right there. It really just felt like it was a matter of time. I mean, Tundra, again, it's a very tough lane for him to be in the first place, and it's not even necessarily, he wasn't even that far out. I mean, they basically dove the tower right there to catch him, and they got it. So tough times for Tundra as he comes back though, throws out a piercing shards, does some decent damage to Pebbles right there.
I'm just looking at all the items on the floor.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I guess some regen here. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Drunken is getting about the same levels as Behemoth. So it's not the best right now for Legion team, seeing as they're losing 2 lanes. Really, like, those 2 lanes are both below 100 GPM, and Tundra has 3 last hits and Behemoth has 1 last hit. So they really need to either have the Behemoth roam, because he's clearly not doing anything here in top lane, or they need to just somehow start winning their lanes with like an active roam from Parasite.
Oh, Drunken, bottom lane. Well, Tundra's trying to be active right here. Roman is trying to get a kill, and Parasite, speaking of that too, he's here as well. The lunge away. It's just not enough. I mean, 4 heroes had to make that happen, and almost barely still got away, did Zibby. But they do get the kill. Chrysler credit for it on Tundra. Absolutely needed, as they needed something here, as you're just getting at, so. That's something for sure, but man, look at Pebbles. 480 gold per minute. This GPM chart really just skyrocketed up there in his favor. Clanks is doing all right here, 300 plus GPM. Again, with the new Clanks too, though, it's going to be interesting to see what he goes for. The Elder Parasite has kind of seemed like
The way to go.
But yeah.
Behemoth, Pebbles just chucked a creep at the bird to make sure that he couldn't scout with it.
Nice.
It's yeah, it's pretty much what Chrysler's been doing all game with Tundra, just sending out the bird repeatedly, trying to get vision of the Ophelia, you know, the roam coming out from him mainly. Oh, the sun hits mid.
And he's in trouble right here. Probably gonna end up dying unless he's
Chuck in
hero
3.
blocking very well. Yeah, there we go. There's the the staccatos. And then there's the Chuck.
Stalager?
Stalager.
Yeah, it's the combo of Rhapsody and Pebbles, haven't you heard?
Oh, by the way, I apologize, guys. The graphic is wrong. Obviously, that was from game 1 right there. Yes, Sync is up 1-0, and they are the Hellborn. So just edit that real quickly right here. There we go. Okay. Anyways, back to the action here. Sync again, not only up 1-0, but already off to that early lead here in game number 1 now. Because not only is it the Mickey Pebbles doing his thing, but you have Arachna at 400 gold per minute at the top lane. Put in, not necessarily pressure on the tower just yet, but he's pushing it up quite a bit. Middle lane, look at Drunken Master. He's kind of roaming about with an Invis rune. He may go all the way top, actually.
I mean, they have the Arachna ultimate, so this should be an easy kill.
And then Tundra dead again, middle lane. So here we go at the top lane. There's the dive. Pushing it back, Arachna ultimate coming out as expected.
He doesn't even get
attacks.
he doesn't even get aggro from the tower simply because of the orb walk.
Yeah, he can even just do some damage to her freely without having to worry about that. So, yeah, it's already starting to spiral a little bit out of control. The one positive again is that they do have Clanks farming all right here, but man, it just.
But Pebbles 540
off.
gold per minute.
So
530.
This game, to be fair, it doesn't feel as much of the Ophelia impact just yet. I mean, it's been more of just Pebbles, I guess Mickey Pebbles. Not that they should have banned him that like right away, but to be fair, he made it through the second tier of bans too. So then there's also that debate, and I know you even brought that up. We were talking about the bans. So
the problem is Ophelia usually gets those levels from those ganks, and I mean, there's been nothing to gank.
Yeah.
Top lane, Behemoth was trying to roam. Mid lane was taken care of. So he's getting level 6 now, and last game he got at like 6 minutes. And it's so dependent on what creeps you get in the game like this. Because he has a Vulture Lord now, but who knows what he had before. He could have had Minotaurs, the absolute worst creep to farm with.
That's true. Well, again, you see Pebbles here, you know, affording to even get a Grave Locket, actually, which... Again, potentially can be pretty solid. That reduction on
Death timer.
Death timer, yeah, by 10 seconds, especially early on in the game, it's a pretty big deal. So now he needs a kill with it. I don't think he has a kill with it yet, actually. So I believe it like glows when it does. So, but still, the point stands.
And the fact that he's just able to go so much build-up and still have such a potentially early portal key.
Bottom lane again. They really want to kill this Drunken Master. They're going to really go for it. There's a lunge. He's still trying to make his escape. Clank's chasing with that Goon Squad. The bang. Yes, it will be a kill. So, again, they have to do a lot to kill this Suicide Drunken, but they do get it. Clank's going back to farming, so he continues. Like, if this is a pretty normal game here as far as not having a Pebbles just taken off, then it would be all right, 375 GPM, but that's not the case. You have a Pebbles that is just taken off completely. And Arachna, for that matter, has really skyrocketed too. Holy crap. To 470 even.
Yeah.
So.
I don't think he's missed very many last hits breaking. I think that is what it comes down to. Yeah. But here comes the Ophelia. He's got the 3 creeps. Andrew just drops immediately.
Yep, Andromeda, no chance right there. And now
Mid
Ophelia's
tower.
like, it's time.
PK now finished on Mickey. Alright, so in conclusion, things are looking good for Sync.
Yeah, I almost feel bad a little bit for LGT because, again, it's clear that they ran into Sync on a very high note here in the sense, again, they were coming out the lot. Like, I really think that fed some momentum here. I really do. They may be frustrated from that loss. And they're like, okay, let's take it out now on LGT here. And so
but it's still on them for not banning the Ophelia.
Exactly. I was just about to say a little bit on draft for sure. In fact, probably a lot on draft, to be frank. But that's where the experience is definitely going to be a factor. And again, we can sit here and say, they should have done that. Down goes Rhapsody, by the way. But was that Pebbles? Oh, Pebbles is dying. Okay, yeah. Kind of going on a rant here, and he gets caught in the jungle. More so, he probably was trying to find a kill, I'm sure, but they turned on him first. So, and Nullstone's the item choice, by the way, for Clanks. Interesting decision by him. I guess with the Arachna, likes for that reason
First,
alone.
yeah. I mean, all of the Hellborn abilities are kind of nice to counter. Like, I don't see Mickey making this mistake, but he could very well try to chuck something on him and then it'd be unsuccessful. Okay, Mickey is just going for the kill on Tundra mid and gets it.
Yep, that'll be the
All right. And that was without his ultimate. He just leveled it, actually.
Oh, the Pebbles. Okay, the enlarge.
Yeah.
So now he's.
I mean, that makes a big difference, by the way, because the Chuck, it increases the AoE damage, bonus damage dealt to Chuck units from 20% of AoE damage to 35%. At level 1 of the ability.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it does, yeah. Good point.
And then, as you level it again, 50%, then 65%. So, it's a pretty big deal.
As well as the auto attacks that he deals, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And that much harder hitting, so, yep. Good find by him right there. Again, Clanks is doing his part to try to keep LGT in. And right now, I mean, this isn't necessarily looking like a 15-minute game. Even though it is a very good lead for Sync Esports. It's not as bad just yet.
Depends what happens in the next 3 minutes.
Yes, of course.
Or so. Because Hellborn looks to be just going on a Legion, on a rampage, just taking out all the towers. They have the Astrolabe, they have the Mana Ring, they have the Portal Key, they have Whispering Helm on Arachna, plus, no, he doesn't have maxed out Precision yet. That's a pretty big deal. Because then you get True Strike at level 4 of the ability. Before that, it's not True Strike, and so he needs 2 more levels.
Well, I wonder if he, especially with him siege, if he levels right here, like, he maybe just would go the Precision, honestly.
Yeah, just skip the Spider Sting.
Yeah, is it really like a level 2 gonna, like a level 1's gonna do what you need anyways at this point, so.
Oh, what a block, though.
Yeah, Drunken's like, all right, well, this is awkward. He's going to go in. He pops you untouchable. Figures he has to fight anyways. Pebble trying to help, but he kind of missed the combo. And now they're going on him to return the protective melody, though. That was perfect timing. Stop the shockwave completely as far as the damage goes. And now they turn onto him quickly. So, yeah, a couple of pretty chances there for LGT, but not enough. They're going to lose the racks, and so what
Didn't
I
say
earlier,
something about in the next 3 minutes? Yeah.
I was giving them hope, giving them a chance, but no, looks like Sync is gonna once again roll over LGT here in game 2. So go figure, we may actually end at a pretty decent time considering the first series lasting 3 hours and the second series only an hour. That's not a trolling even a little bit.
Yeah, tossing Serenia back.
Get him. Oh, they're baiting though. Serenia goes down, but at what cost, really?
Oh,
Spider Sting's chasing, though, yeah. The swap, see, that's the thing, though. It's Arachna, hat trick coming out for Haxer.
He wants to go in. Is he gonna go in?
Of course he is. Look at this, he's TP'd behind the...
He got a void, so he's gonna go in.
He TP'd behind the well, yeah, he has
Although you can direct pathing through it.
The ward.
Mickey disconnected.
He's like, it's done. I've done my duty, team. Enjoy.
Wow. He crashed. He didn't DC.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, okay.
See, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I wonder if that's Zlap kind of covering for him because he knows that that is a
Yeah.
little BM. But I'll believe him. I'll believe him, and that's very possible. So
Also, to be honest, he's been doing it quite a lot where he just DCs before the game is actually
right
over.
before it actually finishes, yeah. But to be fair, like he was at the well right there. Something tells me he probably would have preferred to get a kill as he was
Yeah.
setting up with the Void Talisman. So I believe it honestly.
Yeah.
In that case, well,
And
that's gonna
there's
be
the GG.
anyways. So. Ah, they live in BM. No. It is over now, obviously. So GG, well played. Game number 2 in the series. We'll go to Sync Esports. So they take care of business. They make it a quick one here. And they are continuing a strong start. And, well, not a start anymore. Just throughout their group stages here, they now move to 4-1-0. So LGT will fall to 0-1-3, unfortunately, again, but running into a very strong Sync Esports team, especially today. But that's what I made of this. So, but yeah, the drafting, again, maybe a little more thought being put into that, if anything, for LGT as far as what they maybe should take from this series, despite it being so one-sided. So, but yeah, your other final thoughts on this game?
Don't give Zlapt a certain hero with heals and creeps. So, don't give him Balfgor.
Lord South Forest, Ophelia, Parasite
No,
kinda, Wild still does that.